Hi guys, welcome to the Black Ribbon Warrior YouTube channel or podcast, whatever you guys are listening on. I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience as a senior in high school when the whole thing happened. So, I was ready to quit everything I did, any activities, any sports, any clubs, and then I spoke to him, to Pops, about it, and he was like, no, I want you to do your own thing. So we did. I was good with the arm hand, like the knot in his shoulder or his armpit. Start with that. But the one that really scared me was the one in his brain, because I look like a family member that passed a long time ago, and that was the thing, is I didn't know where it was in his brain, so I thought he would call me that name and get it all mixed up. But talked to my mom, and she told me it was not that type of cancer. We weren't sure what kind it was at the time, but now me and Pop, we talk a lot more than we used to. He helps me a lot with my blog and what I should write on. Me and him have a lot of deep conversations now about everything. And at the time, I did completely shut down. I did my own thing entirely. I was not home. I stayed as far away from home as possible because that's where everything fell. So I'd pick up extra shifts at work. I would do school. I did work and school and swim practice. I was a swimmer in high school, for information. And then I did as much as I could to stay away from home, because here was kind of a mess at that point. So yeah, it was a lot of different things that added up to it. I lost a lot of friends because I stayed home and I did my own thing, and I did as much work as possible to get my mind off of everything. And I lost some friends, and things happen, like that happened. But I used a lot of the things he's taught me from cancer on in my daily life. I talk to friends about it. It's scary, and if you're going through this, it's scary figuring it out, but you'll start to realize that shit happens. Things happen, and it sucks, it does, but it gets easier. It does. Like, we're getting close to a 5-year mark where typically it reappears, so we're kind of antsy about it. But if you believe that you're strong enough to do it by yourself, you're not. I was mainly the one who did it by myself. I grieved by myself. I internalized everything, and it led me to leaving home and going to do my own thing. But I check in more because I rationalized it. Like, he's not gonna live forever. He's gonna pass in the next 40 years. I know it. But his brain fog sucks. Brain fog sucks sometimes. But he's getting better, and he's realizing, and we're talking more about things, and he's getting right with God, and he's still cooking and doing all the things that he loves, but it's different now. But now we're able to help him more with it and identify with what he needs to work on. Sometimes people who have cancer or just are sick or are in surveillance mode or something, they just need to talk. And they want you to understand them. Do your best. And if you don't understand, can you simplify it? Understand. Because you understanding them is a whole lot better than them just talking to a blank wall. And take something they said and, get right with it. Like Papa told me, after I internalized everything and after I figured out how I was actually feeling, he told me to sit with him, and so I did, and I was like, it's fine, like, everything's fine, like, I'm good, I just need to get something to drink. And he was like, no. Crying doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you strong. It just makes you you. Because I was like, oh, crying's weak, like, you don't cry. Like, warriors, they don't cry. They just fight. And that's why they're strong. But he told me, crying doesn't make you weak, and since then, I've been more okay with myself crying. I've been more okay with different feelings that otherwise I wouldn't have been okay with. It just depends on everything, and depends on how you feel about a certain situation. You know, things happen, life sucks, it's not supposed to be easy, but having someone beside you, or having loved ones beside you that can help you through that, it changes everything. It does. But yeah, like we joke, we make cancer jokes, we make cancer boy jokes, like we make jokes, because that's how our family's always done it. And that's the way that we cope with everything. If you and your family are struggling with something similar to this or this, find some way to cope as a family, and find something to do as a family. It just changes everything. It makes it a whole lot better if you're with each other. But thank you guys for listening to my little snippet of an overview of what I went through. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, or night, or morning, whenever you hear this. Yeah, bye.